Chapter 19, Section 2, The Legend of the Residents of the Kshetra. At a distance of 200 dhanu, Matrika's Kshetra is where Matrikas reside. Marvelous Devis like Maheshwari reside here. Beyond this is a Kshetra measuring the same area where the Mata named Kaumari resides. Beyond that is the Varahi Kshetra where the Devi who destroys all sins, Varahi, resides. This Kshetra is auspicious and all bestowing. Beyond the Kshetra is the Kshetra of the same dimensions where Devi named Aindri resides. Devi Aindri had installed the idol of Ganesha and is immersed in the worship of Lord Ganesha with single-pointed devotion. Adjacent to the Mahakali Kshetra is the Kshetra of Devi Narasihi. It is the same dimensions as the other Kshetras. She is the Devi who evokes fear among Daityas. Next to it is the Kshetra of Devis Shakambhari, Raktadanti and Bhima, each of which has its own holy kunda. Kshetras adjacent to the Kshetra of Devi Mahasaraswati are the Kshetras of Devi Vaishnavi and Devi Brahmi. They are at the same distance. Next is the Kshetras where Devi Chamunda and Tripura reside and are at equal distances. Their Kshetras contain a holy kunda and all these Shaktis reside permanently in the Mayur Kshetra. All of them have installed in their names the idol of Lord Ganesha and are constantly engaged in his contemplation with single-pointed mind and devotion. There are other Shakti and other Kshetras included in this Kshetra. Devotees should perform their purifying yatra on Navami day of the 9th day of the lunar month. It is not possible for me to enumerate their names and describe them. The chiefs among them are 9 crore Devis. The Pandits should be aware of this. Beyond this Kshetra, at a distance of 500 dhanus, resides Shakti. She has installed the idol of Lambodara and is constantly engaged in his worship. One should perform the yatra of a Kshetra on an Ashtami day. Now I shall describe briefly the Devatas who strive for the supreme knowledge and who reside to the north of the Devalaya. O Devas, at a distance of 400 dhanu from the Sanctum Sanctorium resides Brahmadeva along with the Vedas. To his left and at the same distance resides the chief Agni and various other Agnis and serve Gananayaka. To his right resides Karmadeva along with different karmas serving Ganaraja. The three main types of karmas are said to be Amsha of Surya. A lake named Saraswati is seen in the Brahma Kshetra. River Saraswati resides in the Kshetra. O superior Devas, if one bathes in the river, he is cleansed of his grave sins and his dull-wittedness will be cured. Brahmadeva has installed Siddhi Buddhipati Ganesha in this Kshetra and is engaged in the puja of Ganesha with absolute devotion. In the same way, Agni has installed the idol of Vinayaka and is constantly singing bhajans of Ganesha. There is a kunda in the Agni Kshetra that washes away all sins of those who bathe in it, and it also confers Agni Loka to those souls. By bathing in it, 3 types of malefic karmas are destroyed and liberation is attained. O Devas, beyond the Brahma Kshetra and at a distance of 200 dhanu is the pure and holy Surya Kshetra named Vedanga. Beyond it and at the same distance is the Bhanu Kshetra, and at the same distance adjacent to it is the Indra Kshetra which bestows wealth and prosperity. Beyond the Agni Kshetra is the Ravi Kshetra which is of the same shape. Beyond them is the Ghabasti and the Yama Kshetras. Beyond the Karma Kshetra and of the same shape is the Kshetra of Suvarnaretas. Beyond it is the Kshetra of Divakara. After that is the Kshetra of Mitra, beyond which is Vishnu's Kshetra. Beyond the Indra Kshetra is the Varuna Kshetra known to destroy all sins. Beyond Yama Kshetra is the Kshetra of Surya. The 12 Suryas reside in it. Each one has established his own kunda. All of them have established the idols of Ganesha in their respective names and are constantly immersed in the worship of Ganesha. Beyond it is the Kanchi Kshetra, where Shiva and Parvati reside. The devotees of Shiva should worship them on Mondays after sunset to attain comforts. He has installed the idol of Heramba Ganesha and is engaged in the worship of Lord Ganesha with single pointed focus. The holy Tirtha has powers to destroy all sins. On the first day of the lunar fortnight, devotees should worship the powerful Agni stationed in the Kshetras. Agni will destroy all sins and bestow the devotee with faith. On the seventh day of the lunar fortnight, one should worship Brahmadeva. He will cure dullness of mind. There's no doubt about it. One who performs the puja of karma on the Saptami day in the bright half of the Hindu month Magh are liberated from the bad consequences of karma. The residents of the Kshetra must worship all the Bhanus on the day of Sankranti, transmigration of the sun from one Rashi to another, to be freed of all diseases. Beyond this Kshetra and with an area of 400 Dhanu, Surya resides in the Saura Loka. One should worship him on a Sunday to attain all wealth and the highest liberation. The primordial Deva Surya, who is the bearer of time, has installed an idol of Varadagananatha and is constantly engaged in his worship. Beyond this Kshetra and 100 Dhanu in expanse is the Chandra Kshetra. This Kshetra bestows all kinds of food. Beyond it and admeasuring the same expanse is the Buddha of Mercury Kshetra. Beyond it is a Kshetra where Guru Jupiter resides. To the left of Chandra is the devoted Mangala or Mars. Beyond it is Shukra Venus and then Shani Saturn. To the right of Chandra is the destroyer of enemies Rahu. Beyond it is Ketu. Then the other constellations, planets and the constellations which reside in the Kshetra have installed Ganesha in their name and worship him with devotion. People should worship the respective planets on the days allotted to those individual planets. One should worship Rahu on the full moon day and Ketu on the new moon day. Other incarnations of Surya reside in this Kshetra after having established their respective Kshetras. It is very difficult to enumerate all their names and describe their details. In the 8 directions around the Devalaya reside several Bhairavas, of whom 8 are predominant. They all serve the Devas. Indra and Agni reside on the eastern side, Yama and Nivritti are on the southern side. Guarding the western side resides Vayu and Varuna, and to the north resides Kubera and Rudra. On Ashtami, one should worship the king of Pishach, Bhairava, to be freed from the fear of ghosts and demons. On the 10th day, one should perform the puja of the 10 Dikpalas or the doorkeepers to be permanently rid of fear of thieves and dacoits. Bhairavas and Dikpalas have installed idols of Ganesha in their respective names and they worship him continuously. On the Dvitiya, the second day of the lunar half of the month, the Ashwini Kumaras who reside in the eastern Dwar at a distance of 100 Dhanu should be worshipped. These Ashwini Kumaras have installed idols of Ganesha in their own names and are constantly engaged singing his bhajans. They are well known for bestowing beauty and grace on the devotee. On the southern side reside Gauri and Skanda, who have also installed the idol of Vignesha and regularly sing his bhajans with reverence. By performing their puja, one is bestowed with good fortune and steadiness of the mind to perform devotional service. On Shashti, the 6th day of the lunar half of the month, one should perform the puja of Skanda, and on Tritiya day, one should perform the puja of Parvati to attain happiness. On the western side is a Kshetra where the valiant and powerful chief Vasuki resides along with other Nagas near the Dwara. There is a pure and holy Nagakunda in this Kshetra. On the day of Panchami, one should perform their puja to attain freedom from poverty and diseases forever. To the northern side and near the Dwara resides the Lord of Wealth, Kubera. He should be worshipped on Ekadashi day, the 11th day of the lunar half month. One should perform the puja of Yama on the Trayodashi, the 13th day of the lunar half month. He enforces Dharma on his devotees and without any doubt enhances their merits. All those devas who reside in the Devalaya should be worshipped on the full moon day with faith. Near the Kshetra of Yama is the Kshetra of ancestors. They should be worshipped on Amavasya day for the propagation of their lineage. 33 Koti, meaning 33 supreme devatas, reside in the Mayura Kshetra. It is impossible to mention the name or details about all of them. I have described the glory of the deities of the Devalaya and the details of the yatra to be performed. All these deities grant their desire fulfillment.